Live on Facebook.
Facebook,
Facebook
YouTube.
and YouTube. And
Oh,
we
okay.
are live. Another episode of Draconian Combat. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Dawond. He's going to be discussing a lot with us today. So we want to thank our guest for coming on. We appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out your busy day. Thank you, Michael, for being here. We're here to run another show, right? It's going to be another good episode. And so, Dwan, we just want to kick it off with you. How are you doing? How was last night? And we can start from there.
Man, last night was good and I'm doing fine. Last night was terrific. We went to Oklahoma, bought an XFM. My son did. He pulled out for a victory.
Yeah,
It's a blessing when you watch your kids get out there because you're always nervous going out there. You're like, ah,
yeah,
Right.
not just my kids, anybody that's in my gym. When I
right.
watch them, I know what we done to prepare. Now we train hard. So
Mhm.
when I watch them going out there, it's always that I think I'm more scared for them than when I used to fight. It was like, because you don't never want to be a failure, especially as a coach.
Do you feel like it's part of that fear might be there's that helplessness? You can't jump in and start beating the guy. It's like he's on his own, so to speak.
It's about not that they on their own, but it's more like they trust you as a
Yeah,
coach. When they get
Right.
in there, they trust you. Prepare them and tell them they ready. You see what I'm saying? So when they trust you to tell you, you do everything in your power to get them ready. So if they go in there and they perform good, then you're like, okay, I done what I said that what was my job was,
right.
you know. But if you don't, then it's like, dang, did I do a good enough job? So that's all it's about.
No, that's a good point. Michael, did you want to address that?
Yeah, I seen that your son's bout was a kickboxing bout. Was that his first one? Because I know he did MMA in the past.
Yes, but he has done a lot of kickboxing as an amateur.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, I seen.
Right.
Man, I love kickboxing in the cage. Just the look. I like
Yes.
that look.
Yes. Now as an amateur, he has a lot of fights. You
Right.
Hmm.
know.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Yes. Yes.
Does he? Do you have plans for him to go pro sooner than later, or do you want him
He's
to get
already
more
pro,
experience?
isn't
Oh, he's
he?
already pro. Oh, my bad.
Yes. He's a 5-1 MMA professional.
Gotcha.
Yes. So he got a decent record. So hopefully we get him to that whatever stage he want to be on. That's the key.
Gotcha. And the record's
We
already there,
looking.
like you mentioned. Um, and I guess we kind of touched on it a little bit. And you do have an RDC card coming up. Uh,
Yes. Yes.
I believe it's RD. I forget which one it is, but it's coming up, and we wanted to kind of walk with you through some of these fights that are on the card, some of these
Yes.
matchups that are taking place. So, did you want to
Yes.
kind of kick it off with some of the guys on the card?
Man, we got some big names on the card. We
Right.
got we got Chauncey. We got Adriana. We
Hmm.
got Adriana. She got a tough opponent, but Adriana, y'all know how she get down. Y'all
Yeah.
know she rock. You know what I'm saying? We got close to like 10 professional fights on this card that's ready
Right.
to go. You know what I'm saying? So, and we got like 3 to 4 amateur fights that's all title fights. Every last one of them is title fights. So you can't
Hmm.
even be on here unless you best,
The best of
top
the
of the.
best.
Yes. So you can't say, "Oh, I just want to be on the card." We didn't put just know anybody on this card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they could, it was a lot of people wanted to be on the card, but we couldn't do it. It's like either you're a professional or you're the best of the best as an amateur on this card.
Got you. And do you think that there's a level, and not take a shot to anybody, but when you're dealing with the best of the best, right? The way
Mhm.
they conduct themselves pre-fight, the seriousness about showing up for the fight, right? Dropouts happen, but do you think there's a gap in the way sort of guys operate when they know they're fighting for something that's serious, a title, some recognition on an important card? Do you think there's a difference in the way guys move?
Well, a lot of these guys has earned that spot, so
Hmm.
that's the key. You see what I'm
I see.
saying? Now, if I just gave it to them because just because I like them, they ain't earned it. So if I earn it, they're just like your kids. if you just give them everything. They
Yeah.
think it's you know what I'm saying. So it's a spot you gotta make them earn it. So they earn that spot. They earn they earned that shot. So you give it to them when it's earned.
Adrian made a good point. He just commented that it's a stacked card. Title guys, amateur guys, and then you brought up the good point of guys having to earn it. And I guess likability can only get you so far, right? Uh,
Yeah. And this is one thing I don't do. I don't show favoritism, even for my guys. If you
mhm,
watch my guys fight, they always fight. They ain't, I don't never give them nobody that's easy. My guys can vouch for that. I say, I'm not gonna give you no easy opponent because you might have some coaches might hit me up and say, "Hey man, my guy need a
a tune up or something.
um yes or or whatever they need,
Yeah.
But I don't do my guys like that because I'll be like, we're gonna break through this wall. We might lose one or two of them. We might lose, but I said eventually, when you break through that wall, once you break through that wall and you start beating the best, because we fighting the best. So
Hmm.
we once we start fighting the best and beating the best, you know what that gonna mean?
It means you're
We
the
are the
best.
best.
Right.
Yes. So it's like, why are we ducking them? You see what I'm saying? Why we ducking them? All the guys in my gym can tell you what I tell them.
Yeah.
I said, we just fighting the best, fighting the best. Let's keep fighting the best. And then eventually you're gonna kick the door open. And so if you aiming for something this here high, eventually either you're gonna reach that level or if you get this here close to it, what that mean?
You're still
We
at the
we
top. You shoot for the
you at the
stars, land
top.
on the moon. Um,
Yes,
and I like that philosophy you have, especially because ducking is real prominent in fighting. It
yes,
just is the case, right? In
yes,
basketball, you have to play that team. In fighting, you can navigate, so to speak. It just is what it is. And
yes,
so, for me, I guess what I've found in matchmaking for as little as I've done it, it's like some of these guys are ducking guys, and it might be 0-0, but they'll see a name. They'll see like
yes,
one of Khabib's people's names, right? And so
yes,
there's that stereotype. Oh man, that's a wrestler.
yes,
It's like, dude, you've never even seen this guy fight, and you're already trying to pick. And this is at the amateur level. They're not even at the
yes,
pros yet, where I think
yes.
there's a little bit more calculation taken. Can you kind of speak to that?
Well, certain times, just to be honest, right
Yeah,
now, and I understand why coaches do that.
yeah.
I understand why they do that because sometimes you have to build your guy confidence up.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Like sometimes you need that. They need that. So I
Mhm.
understand. But I just don't give my guys that luxury. I'm
Mhm.
just keeping it real. Sometimes you need to pick a guy, especially when they go professional. You gotta build them up correct. But as an
Right.
amateur, I tell my guys, we want the best. It is what it is. We're gonna build our and sometimes it's I done been in a situation where sometimes you scared. You ever been in a situation where you met somebody or you were scared to do something?
My
You ever been
pops.
there?
I wouldn't do that to my pops.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, say
I
like
know what you mean.
in any situation, certain situations
I
that
know
you
what you mean.
scared, you nervous. Like some people saying business, you can't be scared. You can't be nervous, right?
Right.
It's like in fighting. You can't be it ain't nothing but a fight, man. And then once you get that in your head, like ain't nothing but a fight, it becomes easy.
What
It be
do you
like it
think
ain't nothing but a fight.
I was gonna say, what do you think scares guys? And Michael, you can address this too because you fought, I think, on Dawand's card. Um, what are guys scared of? Getting knocked out? Is it being knocked out? Is it being submitted?
That's
Or is it the
losing.
shame that comes with
That's,
that?
it's not a shame.
No,
This
yeah,
is
I
what
don't think
people
it's a
need to get
shame,
in.
but it's kind of like the
No,
maybe the
I know, I
embarrassment.
know, I know, I know it's not a shame, but people do feel it is a shame because they lost. But it's
Yeah,
not. You got in there. You prepared yourself. How long it took to you prepare yourself? You prepared yourself to get in there. So it's not a shame. I think it's more like not losing. Nobody want to lose. Feel like a
right.
loser. You got your wife. You got whoever else out here. You got all the kids. Everybody out here. So nobody want to lose in front of them. So I understand that, but it got to be a winner. It got to be a loser in every situation when it's out there, or it's a draw. people ain't satisfied with a draw either. So,
No.
it's about get out there, and just to be honest, you being a fighter, it shouldn't, even if you do lose,
Right.
it should make you a better individual as long as you go back to the gym because you didn't lose. If you get back into the gym,
Right.
you a winner because you didn't quit. You know, I
That's
remember
yeah.
one
That's
time I got knocked out,
mhm.
and my dad said, "We're gonna see what type of fighter you is now."
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
knocked out.
that's real. That's a real comment right there.
Yeah,
Yes.
Michael, did you want to speak on that too? I don't know. I know you haven't been knocked out, Michael, but you've taken, I think, one loss.
Yeah. Well, my one loss came from like I've
Yeah, we know
never.
that. I know the
Yeah,
circumstances.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's part of the reason that like I'm not fighting now because there takes a lot of discipline to be in this sport, and
Yes.
I'm not one of those people. If my foot's not all the way in, I'm not gonna jump in that cage. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
put myself through that. My first loss, I wasn't training like I should have been, and what happened?
Right.
I got out grappled
Yeah,
by
I
somebody
Yeah.
was
that
there.
outclassed me for 3 rounds straight and out grappled me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
for me, it's like I'm never gonna take a fight if I'm not taking it serious. And then at my age right now, it's like if my heart's not all the way in it, it's like I can't. I don't even want to. Like we got people like Day that train at your gym. I've seen how he trains. I've been at your gym before. I've
Yes.
seen the circuits he's putting them through. Those are the
Yes.
type of people that are training. Seriously.
Yes.
So it's a serious
Yes.
sport. Like you really got to take this shit serious if you're gonna get in that cage.
Yes.
And that's one of the reasons why if I'm never going to entertain a fight if I'm not training properly. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing I go by. I might, when I was younger, I
And
might get excited and want to hop in there,
yeah.
Yeah.
and what happens is
Yeah.
I get my ass kicked. But as I gotten older, I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not going to entertain it. I'm going to make sure I'm training if I do decide. And when I say training, dude, it's not
Yes.
just like one day I wake up and it's like, all right, we're gonna do 3 months of training and get back in it. Nah, bro, that's not how it works. These people are evolving. Like you got to be in that shit. So when I say training, this got
Yes.
to be consistent training for like over a year, hard,
Yeah.
waking up every day early, training. You know what I mean? There's a lot that goes
Yes.
into the discipline of mixed martial arts.
Yes. It does. It does. You're right. Because you got to realize, like you say, you got certain people that might have been just kickboxing they whole for years,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then next thing you know, they superior kickboxers. Then
Hmm.
they come to MMA, and then they start grappling, and next thing you know, they become good at grappling. So how you gonna like? They good. And you got some kickboxers that real life kickbox,
Right.
and
No, you're right.
then, yeah, then when they learn how to stop a takedown or get up or learn jujitsu where if they get on the ground they dangerous on their back, man, they some dangerous individuals.
No, you're right. I have a question because we had speaking of kickboxing, we had Adrian on the other day.
Yes,
I think this is the perfect time to clear the air because I'm a little confused about it. So for this Adrian versus Trey fight, is it a
yes,
185 interim belt at 185?
yes, yes,
Okay, so it's for sure going to be for an interim belt.
yes, in time.
Okay, that's gonna that's gonna be an interesting fight. Me and Harrison had them on for a face off, but it was for 170. So this being at
Yes, but
185 is gonna be
last time Adrian, you remember, he got trying to make the weight, kind of got
right.
hurt in the
Right.
situation. So I'd rather a person be comfortable making the weight. You know what I'm saying? Instead
Right.
of hurting themselves, especially as an amateur. A lot of these amateurs they cut a lot of weight. I, I never, as an amateur, when I was an amateur, I never cut weight. I just fought. We fought every. See, when I come up, man, we would fight at least once a month. If every time, what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Next
It's
thing you know,
different,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, next thing you know, it's 2 years. I done fought 16 to 20 times. You just see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In
Right.
2 years, but that's just how. And it would. Did we did we care about lose? I mean, one time I went on a losing streak. I ain't gonna lie. I lost
Hmm.
like 4 in a row. Then I went on one. I went on a winning streak. First I was like 5-1. Then I went on a losing streak. All my guys was tough that I fought. Yes, but after that I went on another winning streak. Then that's when I become professional. And then I couldn't find nobody to fight. That's when I become professional. That's how they used to do it back in my days when it was like our coaches, it was different. They would make you fight until you got to where when nobody fights you. The next thing you know, it was hard to find your fight. Then they turn you professional. So it was like you know, fought about 30 amateur fights, and that's the MMA. That's hard on your body.
Yeah, no, it
At
is.
least 20. Yeah.
Injuries.
Yes.
Especially mixed martial arts, because guys aren't doing that nowadays. We
Yes.
know in boxing it's common to have 100, 200 fights as an amateur, but
Yes.
I don't want to undermine boxing, but I don't know if it's as intensive as MMA on the body or taxing.
Well, see what it is. A lot of these guys they want to count for every fight instead of just being in the gym train. They want to count. No,
Right.
train. Go on and be. If you in the gym training all the time, you should work. See, you should be in the gym, always in the gym, improving your skills when you don't have a fight. That's when
That's
you
the.
get the best. You
Yep.
see what I'm saying?
That's
That's
the
when you get the
discipline I was
best.
talking about.
Yes. But that's when you get becomes when you don't got to fight now. You can be comfortable. You in training. You having
Right.
fun, and you getting better. But a lot of these guys. So when you in the camp, it's everything serious. It's like I gotta go hard. I gotta go
Mhm.
hard. But when you don't got to fight, you in camp, you relaxing. I'm slipping. I'm sliding. I'm looking for stuff. I'm looking for my jab, bending my knees. I can do all type of stuff, you know. But in the fight, you know how you don't fall before Mike, so you know how it is in the camp. You don't want to lose, you know.
Yeah, there's an intensity in training and
Yes,
something in the back of your head that got you
yes,
thinking. You got people showing up to watch you fight. You don't want to fail, so you want to train extra hard and stuff like that.
yes,
I
yes.
understand.
Yes.
I
Are
think
y'all coming to the show?
I
I
don't think
might.
I'm
It
going to be
depends
able
on
to
my
make
work
it.
schedule. It depends on my work schedule. But if I can't make it, me and Harrison are gonna do a live watch along though. Harrison's from California though,
Yeah,
so
I'm in California,
Oh,
so I can't.
oh, I understand. We're gonna have to bring you down one time, let you
hey
check
man,
out
that's
the
what I told him.
show.
He needs to fly
Yeah,
down here. We need to go to one of these events
Yeah,
together.
yeah, we're gonna have to bring him down. We're gonna make a way for you, man.
yeah, I'd
Hey
love to
We're
man,
come
gonna make a
down,
way.
because I'm hearing the RDC cards, because that's kind of the community I'm tapped in with now, and then I think we're picking up sort of that you're putting on more events now.
yeah,
Uh,
Yes, we try. We got 3 shows already booked with venues in the next from we got May the 10th, June the 7th, and September the 6th already booked. Venues, everything booked. So we ready. We back to back, and we looking for other dates already. But them the days we already got booked.
how hard do you find it to plan for all these cards, because you're wearing the promoter hat, you're wearing the matchmaker hat, you're wearing the marketing hat, you're being the coach still, the father. How do you juggle all
I
that?
have a beautiful team. It's not just me running this show. I have Adriana. She's my business partner,
Okay.
and not even just my business. But we got a beautiful team. We got a team behind us besides just me and her. That we have a good marketing team. So I couldn't do this all by
Just
myself.
not,
I'm not gonna say a
yeah.
lie to you.
No,
let
and
me ask you
I
a
I
question,
couldn't do it
Dewan.
by myself.
go ahead.
Let
Yes.
me ask you a question. So, can you give us a little background about like your transition into the promotion field, and then also like any advice for anybody that wants to jump into the fight business? Like what to look at, how to prepare yourself, what to be ready for, the troubles in it, because it looks all fun and glamorous, but I know there's a lot of work that
You
goes
talking
into
about the promotion side? You talking about
Yeah,
the
the
promotion
promotion
side?
side, the
as far
management
as
side of
building your own
things.
promotion and like
Man,
RDC. What goes
man,
into
it's a
that?
hard business. It's a hard business, man. Dealing with the fighters, man. The fighters are just like, man. I respect the fight because you can't have a show without the fighters. But dealing
Right.
with a lot of them, like now, y'all just done a show on 2 fighters. One of them done dropped already. I wasn't even gonna put this out here until y'all say it, until y'all just bring this up. Y'all done the show
Okay.
on Matt, on what you call it, Sam.
Zambia, yeah.
Them
Zambia.
2 fighters. One dropped already. The next day he texts me, "Hey man, I can't fight. My wife having a baby." I think he got nervous and I don't know what the hell happened. I don't want to put him out there like he a coward and that because he ain't a coward because he had fought before. But it is what it is. You don't do that type of stuff. To me, my father would have been pissed at me if I'd have done something like that. my father would have been like, I don't raise no cowards. And not saying he a coward, but my father would have looked at me as a coward. He would have been like, hell, you ain't even try. You done an interview one day, the next day you drop. What the hell going on? Why even do the interview? You should have thought about that before you done the interview. So me myself, I can't respect it. Regardless, I can't respect it. And I don't want to call. I never want to call a man another name, but I don't respect them type of actions from any fighter, not just him, because you got so many fighters to do it. They would call you, and they would back out the last minute, or I don't have fighters. They would take a fight, beg you for a fight. You get them a fight, man. I mean, one time in Little Rock, we had a fight. The week of, we had 6 fights drop. Can you imagine that? You got 12 fights, 6 fights drop.
Yeah.
And then we get there, you know what happened? One guy, a professional, didn't make weight. 10 pounds over. I told my like, man, so it ain't an easy business. I done went and don't think you finna make money throwing the shows.
Right. No,
And
You
that's what I
shouldn't
want
think
to
it.
get to
yeah.
because we're gonna let you cook. But I had an idea of promotion, right? Man, I'm gonna be
Yes,
in there like Dana White. I have connections, and then as
yes.
I've gotten into matchmaking, dealing with some of these guys, they're real characters. Not
Man,
saying shot to anybody, but it's just like, dude, the way they communicate, they're just different things. You already know. But it's
yes,
not easy, and that's just dealing with the fighters. Then there's the
yes.
sponsorships, the venues, securing venues, all that other type of stuff. And so,
And
go ahead. Yep.
And a lot of times they don't really know you don't put a certain amount of money to
Mhm.
buy a venue, insurance, all type of stuff, commission, all type of stuff you don't have to spend. So they acting like you got you fighters rooms, all this you don't have to you don't have to spend all this type of money, and they acting like it's something that they doing you a favor for. Really, you put up. I don't. We can say okay, today we're gonna stop throwing shows. Now what they gonna do? Who they gonna fight? So we trying to give a fighter a platform to do what they say they love to do. Everybody want to say they're a fighter. So we give it, especially for the Arkansas fighters. We trying to, and not Arkansas fighters, because we bringing people from everywhere. If y'all look at, we bring people from Spain. From right now, we're gonna bring somebody from Poland. We're bringing people from California, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just an Arkansas level that we're looking to be on, but Arkansas, we are based in Arkansas. Our
Right.
promotion is
Right.
based in Arkansas. So when we do this, y'all ain't doing us like they think they're doing us a favor by fighting for it. No, we're doing each other a favor. Because we couldn't do it without them, but they ain't gonna have a platform without us.
We need each
You
other.
know, yes, we need each other. But a lot of them, I don't know. It's hard to explain this situation. This situation, I'm trying to think of how to explain it, but sometimes it's like certain things is basics, and it's like why do you training? That's okay. Training, you don't have to fight. You don't have to, you know, be a fighter just to train. You can just say I'm training. I'm training. I don't want to fight. I mean, 'cause we got a lot of people in our gym that just train, and that's okay. But to be in the UFC like everybody, I'm gonna be a UFC, I'm gonna be the champion, I'm gonna be this. You gotta fight. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight, man. If ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. If I want to be in the UFC, I gotta fight. I gotta fight. I gotta go to a promotion and fight. Either you gonna go a promotion that's in Arkansas, or you gonna go one way dang in Timbuktu. You gotta get it. So we got a promotion here, but they don't have to travel so much. Sometimes, it makes it so easier. Because when I used to fight, I don't follow all over the world. It's hard to travel. Just like one time I drove to New Jersey to fight. Man, I drove to New Jersey to fight. So I had to weigh in, I had to make weight, fight the next day. You know how hard that is on your body?
Yeah.
If you go now, I didn't have no knowledge to say, okay, I need to go a week earlier, 3, 4 days later, so
Right.
I
Right.
can. Yeah, so I had to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Promoters, they'll fly. They already make you take a short notice fight, or they'll fly you in the day of the weigh-ins. So then make you cut. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when I fought in Aruba, they fly you in 1 week early, let you come over there and relax, get yourself ready for. It's a lot of tricks in this thing. It's a lot of tricks, man.
And I guess to stay on this topic, so to speak, like breaking even on a card, right?
Yeah.
How important is it to have guys who can sell tickets, to get those sponsors, um, just all of those things to make sure that I can build a promotion that's financially sustainable, so to speak?
You know, man, you know who I respect a lot?
Mhm.
People probably don't. Jake Paul.
Oh
I,
yeah,
you know,
he's
yeah,
a good
You
businessman.
know what I'm saying? Why
Yeah,
yeah,
these fighters think they can't do that? Why they can't do that? He can go anywhere and sell out a dang on.
yeah,
He don't got to be in his hometown to sell.
right,
He can go anywhere and sell, man. So anybody would love to have him on this promotion. He can go to the UFC right now, and Dana White would pay him whatever he. You see what I'm saying? So why not sell yourself?
right.
Conor McGregor can go anywhere, any promotion he want to go, and they would cash him out. Sell yourself.
right.
You know, don't care about right now. We got what's the name, Bryce fighting right now, right? I mean tonight, right?
Yeah,
People might don't like Bryce,
right.
But he's good
because
at
he's
marketing
very
himself. You're gonna tune
yes,
in though. You're gonna tune in.
yes. Everybody tuning in, even they want him to get whooped
Right.
or whatever situation it is, but they tuning in at tonight to watch that fight. They might even want to see his fight more than they want to see the main event because they wanted
Right.
somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
You can say what you want to say about what he said. You
No,
might
you're right.
don't like. Some people might don't like Bryce. I like him because I've been around him my whole life. Me and him used to train together for years. I
Hmm.
love Bryce. And when he see me, and that's one guy who I can never say never switched up on no situation.
Yeah,
I don't agree with the stuff he say sometimes, but he always been the same. You know what I'm saying? If you see him, it's like, "What's up? What's up?" He gonna run up to you, hug you, everything.
right.
But do I agree with everything you say? No, I don't. But he's always been the same guy since I knew him.
And
And he
Bryce
got
is like I can't. Obviously, he's not McGregor level superstar, right? But he has
he
a name
getting
for
there.
himself in the UFC. He's building
Give
himself
him,
up.
let him win tonight. Watch, he might
Yeah,
be. Hey, look,
that's what I was talking to Harrison about. Yeah, if he wins tonight, it's about to go crazy.
Because
let him win tonight.
there was a video of him being embraced by the fans. I think ahead of the weigh-ins. Either he's gonna build his fans regardless whether they like him or don't like him. You're still a fan, so to speak.
Yeah,
Um,
let him win tonight though.
yeah,
Watch what he might be because the UFC people don't like it tonight. I've been watching a lot of stuff. They need a superstar right now.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Let him win tonight. He might be that superstar they're looking for. Because
at
he ain't gonna stop
145 too.
saying what he.
He's not gonna
Yeah,
stop saying. Yeah, he's
yeah,
unfiltered, and I
yeah.
appreciate his. I don't like I said the other day. I don't agree with everything he says, but I do
No,
like him as a person based off what I can see. Right. And so the UFC needs some guys who are just going to say anything. I don't agree with Sean Strickland on a lot of things he says, but he's
but
built himself up.
but to
And then
me,
you
he
got,
ain't a Bryce. To me, I don't got nothing against Sean
yeah,
Strickland,
mhm,
and he's a champion. He was the champion.
right.
He was the champion. But I don't know. I don't know if I don't pay attention to Sean Strickland as much as I do Bryce.
Uh-huh.
But Bryce got a different character. If you watch him, he walk. It's just something about his character
Yeah.
is different. He got a
Yeah,
different
he has a
character.
certain demeanor and like disposition
Yeah,
about him. Me and Michael were
yeah.
talking about that when we were watching the face off. He's not scared of Gene Silva. Like
No.
he'll look anybody in the eye, he'll throw down.
That's about to be a
Yeah,
good fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fight.
yeah. I'm watching. We having a watch party tonight at my gym
Okay.
to support. I'm just keeping it real because I
Yeah.
always, like I
Hey.
say, I might not agree with everything he says. I don't agree with a lot of stuff he says,
Yeah.
but me and him has been friends since. for years, and he's every time we see each other, it's always been the same.
I
So
respect
it's
that.
like it's a hug. What's up, my brother? Come here, man. And it's both ways. I'm grabbing him like that, or he grabbing me like that. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think to your point, we need some stars in the UFC. I think Taporia is emerging as a star. People don't like
Oh,
him.
he's a superstar.
Yeah,
Ain't
he's
no
super.
emerging. He's bigger than my guy Bryce.
Oh
Only
yeah,
thing he
yeah.
needs, he's a superstar. He's a superstar.
I,
He's let him get the 155-pound title. He's Conor
oh, too
McGregor
old.
all
Yeah, yeah.
over. Yes,
Oh
he's
yeah.
Conor McGregor all over. Yes,
I think
he's Conor McGregor.
yeah, he has the confidence, the arrogance. He
Yes,
kind of low key is following Conor McGregor's model. I don't really know exactly, but got the same tattoo, pull the same stunts.
yes.
I'm like,
But
I
he's
don't
a
know about
better
that.
fighter.
But I do believe he's a better fighter. I do agree with that. Yeah. Um,
Yes,
I believe Conor was incredibly important for the sport. He changed
yes,
MMA. But
yes,
I think Conor McGregor, when you look back at his career, there are certain things that people are overlooking because he had such great victories that we
yes,
forget, like his lows too, losing to the
yes,
Diaz brother, the way Khabib beat on him. Um,
yeah, yeah,
so he lost that sort of aura, so to speak, whereas Taporia still has aura. But I was watching the Taporia fight last night, and that just shows you the level of the UFC guys. Anybody can get beat on because he was losing in the first round against this guy named Jay Herbert. Dude,
yeah,
pop, pop, pop. I was like, dude,
yeah,
Taporia, you're getting whooped. Came back
yeah.
second round, boom. I thought Holloway was getting the best of him. Taporia still got him, bang. So he's still the goods, but I think we need somebody like that who's polarizing. People hate him, people like him. People hate Bryce, some people like Bryce. Um, I don't think you can really have fence sitters when you're building a star, so to speak.
No,
Uh,
you can't. And the only thing I'm gonna say about it to Poirier, one thing about him, why I say he's a superstar, because he's like a John Jones with like top of the top. You know, John Jones, top of the top.
yeah.
Nobody on his level. But Taporia is like that,
Here's what
from
I'll
what I
disagree
see.
because I think when he jumps to lightweight, I think he's going to get smoked. That's
I
what I
don't
think.
think.
You don't think
I
so?
think only person beats him is Islam. He gonna run through all the rest of them. He
I
gonna
can't.
run through
I
all of them.
can't give him that. I said on
If we was
Facebook.
right here, I would say bet 1,000 burpees.
Yeah, 1,000 burpees.
Man, I don't
Yes,
have the fitness. I
I do
will.
1,000 jumping jacks right now. And
Hey, a
listen,
thousand burpees is insane.
Yeah.
nah. Hey, but listen, but I'm telling you, 1,000 jumping jacks is insane.
Oh
Can
no,
you do it?
yeah, I know it is. I've been in wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Yes,
You good?
but look, I'm gonna tell you this: Taporia, if he the next person he fight at 55, once he look the way he gonna look, he gonna be superstar status.
Yeah.
That's what we need somebody here at the RDC, a superstar like that. We need this, you know what I'm saying? We need somebody that can sell themselves like Jake Paul. You know, Jake Paul, man, why the fighters don't feel like they need to they want I guarantee you, like I said, Jake Paul can go to UFC right now if you want to fight MMA. He don't have to go through none of that.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I believe that.
so why fighters don't do it? Why fighters don't say, "Man, I'm finna find a way to make yourself popular. Not doing nothing stupid. You ain't got to do nothing stupid,
Right.
but find a way to make yourself go sell some tickets, man. Go
I,
say, man, yeah,
I think
sell
for
some
even
tickets.
basic ways, guys can like. I don't see a lot of guys posting their training clips. Right. Every
Yeah,
day I see Dave posting a video, and he got the sponsor there. Right. He's pushing
man,
himself out there.
And Dave's
he's
good at
starting
that
to do
stuff.
good. He
Yeah.
getting and look, and just to be honest, he's selling tickets
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
Yeah.
he's doing that type of stuff. You got to be marketable, man. But then everybody want to say, man, and they want, like say professional, they want to ask for this, they want to ask for that certain type of money, but they can't sell the ticket, or they want to be the main event, or whatever situation, or they want to fight. You got a lot of professionals. They call and they, hey,
So
you
would you
know,
say like there's a balance because some people can talk trash but can't sell tickets because they can't perform. Some people can perform but they can't talk trash, so that they still can't sell tickets. So they got to be able the whole package to sell tickets, pretty
man.
much. You got to be able to
Sometimes,
do
yeah,
something. If you're
people,
not talking trash, you got to be able to do something. You got to market yourself outside of the competing in the ring too, as well.
yes. So say if yes, I'm gonna tell you where it went so far. One time, Dean Thomas, you remember Dean
Yeah,
Thomas used to be in UFC?
yeah.
So he said he just sat out in front of Walmart and sell hey, he marketing himself in front of Walmart. So that's what the type of level of sacrifice you got to do. Whatever level, look at
Yeah, yeah.
whatever you got to do to make it, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that go in front of Walmart. I'm just saying, look what he done to market
You
himself.
got to hustle. Yeah, you got to hustle.
Yeah, you got to hustle, man. If you want to make it to, especially if you want to make it to like a the UFC, market yourself. Jake Paul marketed himself. He got on YouTube, built up his followers. Build up your followers. It's so marketable out there. Facebook, build up your Facebook page. Get a Facebook page. Build up your followers. Whatever you got to do to build them up. You don't got to do nothing crazy,
Yeah.
but build up these people. If you just stay, I'm gonna tell you. The other day I had a guy because we're doing a halftime show on May the 10th. So we had a guy. He got like so many amount of thousands of followers. He went crazy. Talking about he asked for a certain amount of money just for his followers.
Mm,
He said, "Look what type of followers I got." You see what I'm saying? I got these many followers. Build yourself up, market yourself. You see what I'm saying?
right.
So if I got, say on RDC, if I get 1 million followers, just think if I get 1 million followers on RDC, man, you might have, and so I'm gonna say I ain't doing the right marketing because just think if I get 1 million followers on RDC, look how many sponsors you might get because they gonna see 1 million people
Yeah.
that's looking at you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what. So if I see a fighter, he got 1 million people that's following him. You don't think I'm gonna try to get him?
Oh yeah,
You
of
don't think
course.
the UFC gonna try to get him? Yes. So it's about marketing yourself. It's not about just, you know. So
And I think you're right because and guys have to find the fine line between clout chasing and marketing. Uh,
yes, yes,
Yeah, you still got to back it up too, as
yeah,
well.
you gotta
yes,
So there's a
and
balance.
yes,
There's a balance between it. Like you got to market
yes,
yourself and back it up in the cage. So
yes, yes, yes. Like y'all doing a terrific job. I want to
thank
say,
you.
man,
Appreciate
hey, man, y'all doing a good job. Hey, I got to get ready to get off of here in a minute because I got to go use the restroom.
oh no, you good. We didn't want to take
it.
up all
Good.
your
We
time, but
appreciate your time.
Thank you, man.
let's go
Thank
on.
y'all. Hey, that was a good conversation.
We'll touch base soon though.
Yes, thank you. All right, man.
And
All
we'll have
right.
to have you back on, Dawond. We really appreciate you coming on. This is Draconian Combat, episode 62 with Dawond Pickney.
Yes, sir.
May
Yes, y'all.
10th, May
May
10th,
10th.
May
May the
10th,
10th.
RDC. Huge
Yes.
Jack card. Tap in. Thank you,
Man, it's
Dawand.
stacked. It's stacked. All right, y'all have a good day, man.
We
All
appreciate
right.
you.
All right. All right, bye.